They started by studying which of the 3 approaches to alcohol addiction worked best and hit a wall. The 3 interventions were statistical ties. What came next transformed our understanding of change. Clear, the drivers of change that sticks. I want to focus on the second phase of the study, which revealed powerful insights into change. In the first phase, 3 interventions for alcohol addiction showed a statistical tie. The second phase dug into why some succeeded initially, some later, and some did not, regardless of which intervention they used. What made the difference? The most important factor was their level of commitment. If they were absolutely done with alcohol, they were primed for change. In my work with individuals, teams, and organizations, commitment is a leading indicator that predicts change or failure. The next most important factor is nearly as important, and that is their expectation of the intervention approach and themselves. If they believe in AA and expect that they can change, they do. When organizational change stakeholders begin to believe that this change will be successful, we dramatically increase the probability that it will be. The third factor has to do with what I call reinforcers. Those familiar with AA know that social support is one of the main reasons that AA works. When personal habits are reinforced with rewards, encouraged by others, and is the easiest solution that our environment offers us, change gets much easier. If you're following the acronym, I've shared the C or commitment, E or expectation, and R or reinforcers. But what about L and A? Location refers to the when or the cue triggers that start a habit cycle. James Clear writes about this in his book Atomic Habits. For practicality's sake, change gets easier when you're specific about the when or the times when you want a key behavior. When you identify key or critical behaviors and the location or cues associated with them, your ability to create change increases dramatically. A is a loaded acronym because it starts with the awareness that we need to change. No change happens without it. And A also means ability. Those who want to change need time to create new habit loops. New behaviors are learned, and when we approach change as an ability challenge rather than a motivational challenge, it gets much easier. That is why A is also action, because only through action can we assess our level of mastery of the desired new behaviors. Let's shift to how we make this work in real life. How do we make Clear useful? Use it to predict change for yourself, your team, or your organization. Then fix the gaps to increase the probability of success. Let's say that you want to change your body composition from 30% body fat to 15%. Do you have a compelling why that moves to a strong commitment for change? Do you expect to change or fail? What are your current reinforcers for the behaviors that got you to a 30% body fat? What habits will you need to adjust in order to be the kind of person who carries no more than 15% body fat? When are you most vulnerable to repeating old patterns versus getting traction with healthier behaviors? Clear represents the major drivers of change that, when addressed, increase the probability for change that sticks.